can in detail talk about Russia and Ukraine, whatever happened. Now the data is there for 18 months. Russia has lost about 6% of its GDP. Ukraine has lost about 22% of GDP. And there are other losses, human losses, which we don't sometimes talk about. Then there are relationships in terms of grades and all that, which are very strong. We just noted that 12,000 tons of explosives have been thrown on Gaza so far in 1 month. As far as the ambulances and health facilities are concerned, or centers are concerned, 82 of them have been bombed. And then we have this figure of who does the world support. Green is those who are for ceasefire. Yellow for those who have abstained. And red, basically US and it's Alaska. One country, small one, in Southern America. And Papua New Guinea, a part of it, I think. New Papua New Guinea. And Austria and Hungary. That's it. So they are completely isolated. I don't know, still, they show like, they are the big bosses of the world. And so we can go into more details of sector-wise and so on, as far as Ukraine and Russia is concerned. But as far as Israel and Palestinians are concerned, it's very obvious that the amount of money which gets spent, including the aid on military purposes, is very, very high. Amount of money which gets spent on social services is relatively low, though Hamas does that work also. And the hospitals which were destroyed were one supported by Turkey, another by Indonesia, third by UN, fourth by USA, another by Jordan, another by Saudi Arabia. So each of the countries nearby, in the neighborhood, had supported a hospital. All of them are destroyed today. So one just hopes that better sense prevails. Peace is going to be good for people, for the economy, for the well-being. And this hatred otherwise means this is not a Palestinian question, but this is a Palestinian conflict, which will keep on throwing wounds. Now, the issue is not here, it's not a cricket match that Israel only 1,400 have died. That is also every person is important. And here 10,000 persons have died so far. This is not a question of scorecard. Not even one should have died. So the purpose should be to how to bring them together. So you go back to all the accords, you can look at why have they not worked. Latest being Oslo Accord, 1993, Clinton time, and still not there. On the other hand, it is the same person, Mr. Abbas, who after Mr. Arafat, and he was second in command of Mr. Arafat, who is continuing as the head. So there is a continuity. Hamas was not to begin with a militant organization. It was a social service organization. It has been converted into a militant organization. And to best of my knowledge, they have not conducted any terrorist acts outside this territory at all. So, in a sense, they are not terrorists for hire, or they are not terrorists of nature. It is the frustration that how do you tackle such a strong military power and ask for peace. Turkey has said, many others said, that you are calling it terrorists is wrong. So therefore there is a question of that. And now that Turkey is beginning to use the BDS, it's possible that all the Arab states and other states would start following on these simpler things at least, not to deal with the US and Israel products. So when the US products and the companies start getting affected, they will get up. They will then get up. Hopefully then there will be not ceasefire intervals, but ceasefire. What else is Israel wanting to prove in Gaza? What else? Yes, they will want to have their hostages back. Qatar is already in the equation there. They will be able to get it. There are more than 10,000 Palestinian prisoners of war who have been in the prisons without any uh, proceedings. So obviously they would like to discuss about that. Those hostages, unless Israel's bombs kill them themselves, would be safe, should be safe. The issue of the tunnels, which has been talked about. Yes, there is a very vast network of tunnels, which is a completely logistics operation based on old style tunnels, which used to be there in this area also. And from Egypt, the products are brought in. You can call it black marketing. If nothing is available here as food and all that, it will come. You can call it black marketing. And Hamas perhaps does connect a revenue, the tax from it, and also has a place for storing things. Not just weapons, other things also. This tunnel system, 500 kilometers, you can well imagine, which is of a particular height and so on, and lower to the ground, would have taken a lot of work without any equipment, practically with hands, old style. So tunnels are basically meant for the logistics purposes. One of the logistics may be that they keep their weapons also, and they are there. So somebody should admire that, the tenacity of those people. And if you destroy it, then you destroy the logistics from Egypt. Food, medicines coming from there. And of course, you destroy any money which Hamas organization may be getting. Hamas, by the way, is the official ruler of the place. They won elections in 2008, and after that, elections have not been held. That's about all. But they are the winning party in a democratic election. So immediately just put a label of only terrorists. If it is not so, which is the administration inside. So now we have to see that there is an economics, that there is about 100 million worth of revenue they do earn from the movement of goods through the tunnel system. Now you destroy that tunnel system, you destroy the logistics for those things. You bomb from the top. What is this? Under which rule of law or war? You can say that the civilian population will be denied the food and the medicines, etc. You can't. So let's see it, because if you do it, then the economy completely goes down, and you can well imagine 2 million people who don't have any economic jobs to do. What will they do? And what will these children do when they grow up? If there are no schools, nothing of the sort, they will be only wanting revenge all the time for the bad condition which they have been put into. So this is the issue of economics of war and peace also, that you must give a space to your enemy. If you destroy all the corners, then they are like a frightened tiger or frightened fox or whatever it is, and then they will jump at you. Otherwise, they will not. So hope this improves. Results are there of Mr. Blinken's visits. He has visited a lot of people, and increasingly he's not getting a good welcome there. Because what are you doing? But only US is the country which can say something to Israel. They will not listen to others. Saudi Arabia wanted to develop better relationship with Israel. Therefore, they don't want to say anything also. And the Abraham Accords can therefore expand there, from the countries which are there. So we will take it up in another episode. I have been a bit sentimental, not entirely analytical. The reason is that there are reasons to it. Any civilized mind would say that certain things which are wrong. They did something wrong doesn't mean that you have to do so much wrong. As if it is a tit for tat. No, these things are not tit for tat. Those kids and women are not subject to bombing indiscriminately, and their hospitals and their schools. No way. So and in the end, the peace has to come. What if Israel wins? What is the meaning of winning here? Kill all of them? Still, they will be there. And then again, peace has to be worked out. In the end, therefore, this is a diplomatic issue. Rather than saying that okay, US is the only one which can negotiate and all that, more people should be brought into the negotiation and say, okay, whoever has influence should help to implement the UN resolution where 120 people, and few years ago again it was numbering was the same, 120 people, and 8 were opposed for ceasefire. This has been going on. Let's say at least 2000, up and down, every 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, low intensity conflict, and then it spurts up. And without any solution. Well, thank you, friends.